are going to talk about water testing today. Yes, water testing. Why do we want to test water, right? So, first of all, what are the top reasons why you should be testing your tap water? Well, let's think about this for a second. The body is made of water, right? 60-70% of this body is made of water. So, you are what you drink. You are what you eat. Don't you want to make sure that this thing that you're drinking is clean or toxin free? So it's important to think that we are what we consume. There's an old line out there that you are what you put in your body. So if you're putting in your body, there's a good line out there. I think Sadhguru had it. He said, if you eat a banana in 4 hours, you're the banana. I take that one step further. If you drink a glass of water in 4 minutes, you're that glass of water. So when we think about who we are, we're human beings. We're soil and water. And here at Angel Water, we're passionate about making that water as healthy as possible. But in order to make it healthy, we first got to know, what are we dealing with, right? We got to know, is the water good or not good? Well, that requires you to do the water testing. Check it. If you live on a city, you're assuming that the water's great because they meet 1984 standards. Yes, we're talking about the standards for the water in our country were first set in 1972, and then they got updated in 1984. They haven't been updated ever since. Yes, so there's all these new compounds that the scientists and the manufacturers of the world and businesses of the world have created, yet we're not checking our water. So it's important to me, if in order to help you make your family more healthy, to make yourself more healthy, is to look at what you're consuming. And the only way to do that is to test it. See what's in it. Now, if you don't like what's in it, we can certainly help you get it out. So one of the benefits of testing your water is you get to see what is in it, and you get to decide, do you want that to be part of you or not part of you? I know it's a different way to think about it. We've all taken advantage and all of just taken for granted this water drop, but the reality, it is your job, your duty, your responsibility for you as the head of your household to test your water. Now, again, if you do a water test, you're going to uncover the things that are in the water and should match what the water test results from your city says that's in your water. By the way, it's important to understand that if the water actually meets what you want, you'd be able to save money because you won't be buying bottled water anymore. So water testing can actually lead to helping you save money. Because once you know what comprises this water droplet, you'll have a peace of mind. Another advantage, you'll know exactly what you're dealing with. And if it's good, like I said, you're going to be able to save money because maybe you'll stop buying plastic water bottles, which is not only expensive, but it's atrocious for the environment. We now know that single-use plastics are one of the worst things you can do for our environment. Another main point, cities just can't get water safe enough. I don't know if you know this or not, but they have what's called water treatment plants. Water treatment plants. That means that it isn't water filtration, it's water treatment plants. That means they treat the water with chlorine. Why do they do that? Well, I use an example for a customer in Chicago, but it's pretty much relevant for anybody. I could take a cup, go out to a pond or Lake Michigan, scoop it up, add 2 drops of chlorine, and hand it to you. Do you want to drink that water? And absolutely everybody goes, no way. So, well, that's all that's happening with the city of Chicago. They're only adding chlorine. And most cities around the country have what's called water treatment plants, not water filtration. Because after they add that chlorine, they'll add some other things to the water like flocculant. And by the way, they also add some other chemicals that people get nervous about, like fluoride. That's a hotly debated subject. I'm not going to get into that. But they add that to the water, and then they run it through sand to take out the big particles. Because, by the way, what falls into Lake Michigan? Trees, plants, fish. When they pull in the water, they got cows that fell in the water. I mean, there's so many things that they actually have to take out of the water. So they'll run that water through sand, and then they send it to your home. So, and they leave that chlorine in the water as it gets to your home. So when you do your own water test, you'll maybe be able to uncover how much chlorine did they put in. Is that worrisome to me or not? What kind of contaminants are in there? And by the way, do they match with what the EPA says is in the water? So that's why you're doing this. You're actually doing this because it's about your health. So, and I'm not saying the government's at fault here. I think that we expect too much from the government. I actually think that when you're talking about less than 1% of the water they make is actually consumed, how can they make it perfect for everybody to drink? Less than 1%. I think it's actually less than half of 1%. So it's just staggering that most of the water is used for industry. It's used for flushing your toilets, taking showers, doing laundry, doing cleaning, doing all these other things, not drinking. So the government can't really keep up with that. And so I don't really blame the government for that. You are what you drink. You have to remember that there's a lot of linked illnesses to chlorine in water. So one of the things that I like to make sure that I get out of my water is chlorine. I mean, if you read the side of the bottle, it says, causes this, causes that, harmful, fatal if swallowed. So in little doses, does it make sense to you that you can drink that? Like a droplet of chlorine in every glass of water, does that make sense? Doesn't seem to make sense. And so we need to think about that. Lastly, one of the top reasons why you should test your water is easy. It's pretty simple. Most testing centers will send you a couple bottles, you fill them up, you put them back together, put an ice pack in, send it out, and guess what? In about a week to 2 weeks, you'll get the test results. So it's very easy to see it. Keep in mind that if you live in a major city like Chicago, they use lead service pipes. So for up until 1984, Chicago has actually used the most lead out of any major city in the country. Did you hear me, Chicago? Then the country, they used it all the way until 1984. Why did they do that? It was cheaper, right? So now when they do their water test, you think, oh, they checked the water, it doesn't have lead in it. No, you got to remember that they're testing it out on the street. They don't go into people's homes and test the water. Did they have knock on your door and check it? Because from the city water main into your home, that's where most lead was used because it's a flexible metal pipe. It was easy to lay in during that era. So if your house especially is built before 1984, I would seriously consider taking a look at getting at least lead tested out of your water. So now, if that's of interest to you, or if you need a helping hand, certainly reach out to me because I am here, as you know, I say I am Drew, and I'm here to serve you. Look forward to that. Have a great day.